Welcome to Hooked on Film, brought to you by Event Cinemas. This week we are reviewing A Winter's Tale, Blue is the Warmest Colour, and the local short film Beautiful Distortion.
And welcome back, Kristian. Welcome
Thank
back from
you.
Japan.
Welcome
Konnichiwa.
back.
Thanks, it's good to be
Great
back.
to have you back.
Thank you. I bet you said to all the boys. Come
I
on.
know, I don't. I really don't. But I have to say, guys, this week, something that really shocked me was Shia LaBeouf, or should I say Shia Paperbag.
Beef.
Because
Good
I don't
beef.
understand what he's doing. I don't know if he's trying to be very artistic.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but he's actually not famous anymore.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I
He's
didn't
not
realise we needed a paper bag to
So
signify.
Claire, you're not famous anymore? No.
No.
It used to be.
Not really, but I am super excited to see Shia in Nymphomania.
Yes.
And also in his art installation, which you can actually go view.
Well,
his
not so
Paperbag.
much, but the
I'm
marketing,
sorry.
the marketing
Hashtag
for
I'm sorry.
Nymphomaniac has been just so sneakily excellent.
Yeah,
I
it's
cannot
been
wait.
great. It's going to be very, very cool.
And sadly, we did lose Shirley Temple this week, which is, the original child actress, which is, a sad loss, but a round of Shirley Temples to everyone to celebrate.
She was also a Republican politician after
What?
her acting career ended. Yeah.
Those are things that you don't know, do you?
When you got a paper bag.
No, she just knows,
In Winter's Tale, set in early 20th century New York, Peter, Colin Farrell, a rogue thief, breaks into a mansion. Good news, he steals the heart of its lovely young occupant, Beverly, Jessica Brown Findlay. The bad news, she's dying. While the film centres around this romance, it also features a flying horse, time travel to 2014, and Russell Crowe as an Irish gangster demon. The film is the directorial debut of Akiva Goldsman, who wrote A Beautiful Mind and The Da Vinci Code. But maybe he should have stuck to writing.
Yeah, maybe he should have. The script, I don't know. Look, he's a writer, but I don't understand this script. I sat there, I was laughing and I was crying because I didn't understand it. It was just so fantastical and it just didn't make sense. And I couldn't follow. I didn't want to follow.
Yeah.
It just was too ridiculous to me. And it wasn't explained.
Well, look, I thought the part where they put a baby in a model boat and sent it onto an ocean and then he made perfect sense. I mean, that to me just was normal. Yeah.
And Eva Marie Saint being a 106-year-old newspaper editor.
Yeah, it's normal. Absolutely. Yeah.
Totally.
Totally works. Another thing that really weirded me out was the accents, because I'm a big accent person. I think they're incredible when people can do them well. Russell Crowe, that Irish accent went from a bit high to a bit low and it was just all over the place. It wasn't that
If
great.
you can't do it, just don't do it.
Exactly.
It'll
And
be
even the
fine.
fact that Colin Farrell was raised in New York, was speaking with an Irish accent, and Beverly was English but had an American dad. It was so confusing.
Yeah.
It really stressed me out.
The whole plot was confusing, really convoluted and frustrating. And you see that kind of thing in films like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and Donnie Darko, where it is confusing, but you really want to figure it out.
No, you want to watch it again.
You want to watch it again. You want to figure it out because the characters are engaging, the story is engaging, but this one, you don't really care.
Yeah.
You just have no motivation to try and... You certainly won't see it again.
Well,
Yeah.
my thinking was along the same lines as Pan's Labyrinth. It's just that's so good at having a real world and an imaginary world and keeping them separate, and you can understand, you follow the logic of the kind of story. This just, I don't know what the book is like, but it meshed it all together. It seemed quite sloppy, and then it was messy in the end. It was just a big mess that I was watching.
Yeah, I thought this is exactly the same way. I cannot believe how many big names I got for this film, though.
But they almost owed favours
I
to
know,
studios
it's
or
like
something.
Colin Farrell, Russell Crowe, Will Smith. Like, what's he
Jennifer
doing in
Connelly?
there? Yeah, Jennifer Connelly. I thought
not
it was,
great.
it was just a bit ridiculous that they said yes. I don't know if they read it going, oh yeah, this
Well, it'll
sounds
work.
good.
I mean,
This
they
will
tried.
work.
I mean,
they
know.
tried their best. And Jessica Brown Findlay, who's a British actress, she was in Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
She was
she's
beautiful.
lovely. And
Yeah.
she and Colin, it was quite heartfelt, but you just can't get around that writing,
I just
unfortunately.
wonder whether it would have been better as an animated film or just
Yeah.
keeping it pure fantasy. just to-
G-rated.
Just
Yeah.
really strip it back, but who knows. I'm going to give it 2.5 stars.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 1.5. I really didn't enjoy it. I'm sorry.
2 stars for Winter's Tale. And
Burn.
and also out this week is Are We Officially Dating and Endless Love.
Blue is the Warmest Colour, directed by Abdelatif Kechiche, follows Adele, played by Adele Exarchopoulos, your average teenage girl, going through the awkward stage of adolescence to womanhood. Feeling different and confused from her teenage boy-crazy friends, Adele meets Emma, Seydoux, an older art student with blue hair. With Emma, Adele experiences the complicated and intense and amazing feeling that is first love. Spanning over 10 years, the film shows universally that love can be beautiful but also heartbreaking. Yeah.
The film is centered around these two girls, so the performances had to be exceptional, and they are. They're really raw, really naturalistic. Adele was 18 when it was filmed.
To deal with those, those themes.
Yeah, just courageous.
And
really.
she's shot sleeping and eating,
Yeah.
and you almost feel like you're intruding on her performance a bit.
Yeah.
Like maybe you should be watching, and both girls accepted the Palme d'Or at Cannes when it won.
Amazing.
It's lovely.
I thought the fact that it was naturalistic was one of my favorite things about the film. The fact that, they showed the girls eating, like people eating, and it was
sloppily
disgusting.
eating
Sloppily
as well.
eating.
The
And it was just-
spaghetti.
because it wasn't a Hollywood glamour kind of film. It's like, you don't see people eating like that unless they're trying to show some gluttony or whatever. But, and the fact that they had no makeup, no hair on set, it was so natural. And I love to see her crying and just seeing that snot come out of her
So
nose.
good,
it was
wasn't it?
just like real, I'm watching these real people, having this real experience.
Well, on that, the thing that I liked most about the film was the fact that it felt like this relationship could be between two people in any kind of scenario. It's just two people who are so passionately and in love with each other. The only thing I had a slight problem with, and we're going to obviously talk about this because it's a big thing, is the sex scenes. And I only had a problem with the fact that the whole film is great, and then you have these scenes where I feel like the director is really being like, I'm going to challenge you now because these are two lesbians having sex.
Can you handle it?
I was like, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
For me, that was fine. I just didn't like the fact that it was trying to suddenly make this big statement when really it's just a nice, beautiful film.
No, I think the reason it's challenging is because the sex scenes go on for a long time and people aren't used to seeing that.
No way.
We're used to seeing a bit of the start, a bit of the end, but we're not used to seeing sex in real time, like
so
played out in front of us, drawn out.
Definitely.
It makes us really uncomfortable.
It definitely
we're
made
just
me
not-
uncomfortable.
We're just not used to it.
It was too long for me. I think even seeing The Wolf of Wall Street, like the film itself and the sex scenes, like I found it was a little bit more, I don't know, intense than The Wolf of Wall Street.
3 hours long. Both of them are 3 hours
Yeah, but
long.
I don't know. I found The Wolf of Wall Street, I was glued and I was always, there was a few moments, but there was times when I was, Leo, God, let's not get into it. But it was the fact that I was just watching it and there was times that were dragging for me, but it was still beautiful and it was still intriguing to watch.
And even though it was 3 hours, there wasn't any scene in it where I thought, oh, maybe this could have been edited out, make it a bit shorter. I wasn't bored at all. I thought that everything that was in there needed to be in there to show that relationship.
Yeah, you need to know why they were so attached to each other. I just thought the cinematography was really nice. A lot of close shots, a lot of handheld, very kind of gritty and stuff. I thought it was very, very
Prosthetic vaginas.
Well, let's not leave out them.
How do they stay
pivotal.
on? How?
Yeah,
how
that's
does
a
that
mystery,
work?
isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm confused about that.
That's a
but,
Wikipedia search.
Yeah,
after this.
it is. Look, I'm going to give it 4 stars because that's French and it's a French film. So, yeah, I did enjoy it. What about you guys?
I'm going to give it 4 stars as well.
I think at 4.5.
Oh, loving it.
All right, we're going to draw the competition now for winner of a double pass to Event Cinemas. And the winner is...
Who will it be?
It is Kiri Spinner. You have won. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Good stuff.
Right. And in film news, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Margot Robbie in Wolf
Yes.
of Wall Street, her excellent performance, her excellent hot body.
What a babe.
She has just been cast in Tarzan opposite Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh, they're both really good looking.
No, I'm excited to see that
Yeah,
happen
same.
in the jungle.
In the jungle, yeah?
Yeah.
And she's also just turned down an offer from Hugh Hefner to pose in Playboy.
Which is just a tragedy.
She says she's put her family through enough already.
Yeah, she basically did it in The Wolf of Wall Street anyway, so yeah.
It's just a step down, really.
Yeah, I guess.
Beautiful Distortion is a story of Winsome, a creative girl working in a male-dominated, dead-end workplace. All of that changes one day when she meets Lewis, a charismatic but mysterious young man who she forms an immediate bond with.
I found it was a very natural script. I mean, it was very realistic, especially the fact that they had fantastical elements in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was following it, and it was believable.
The two, they were very natural.
Yeah,
together,
that's why I enjoyed it. For that part. So
It was, and
Yeah.
I liked that the narrative, it wasn't complicated. It didn't try and overdo it. It was just simple, just a sweet concept.
yeah,
And the girl, the main character, she's very sweet.
I liked most of all, I liked Jack Walker's performance. I thought he was really affable and quite charming on screen. I hope we get to see a lot more of him here in Perth. Very good. I'm actually about to go interview him and the writer, producer and director Millie James right now, actually.
No worries, see you later.
Yeah, we'll do. I'm joined today by the writer, producer and director of Beautiful Distortion, Millie, and also lead actor Jack. How are you guys going today?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, my first question I want to ask you, Millie, obviously from the film, I gather you're a keen lover of poetry. Was that something that you always wanted to express in a film, or was it just kind of right for this project?
I think it was just more that it was right for this project and for this particular film.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any favourite poets or anything you wanted to kind of explore this? I know Percy gets a mention.
Yeah, he gets a mention in the movie, and yes, he's a favourite. Also Wordsworth, Dylan Thomas, and those are mostly my favourites.
Do you write it all yourself? Were there any parallels you could draw between Winsome, who sits alone and writes in the park and things like that?
Definitely. There's a bit of Winsome in me. When I was a bit younger, I used to spend a lot of time with my notebooks writing poetry, and
Great.
Yeah.
Well, my next question was for Jack. Obviously, your character uses very old-fashioned language in the film, but the scenes between yourself and Winsome still managed to be very believable and very honest. Was that difficult to achieve with the language you were given at all?
For that era, there is a lot of films as there is, you know what I mean?
Sure,
It's the type of thing that's been explored. So for me, it was good because there was a point of reference for me, like stuff that I could go and research and all that kind of stuff. And then obviously just had to make it my own. But I mean, the underlying message and the subtext and that kind of stuff, they relate, and that's why they get on and stuff. Like,
now, Millie, I want to ask you about your lead and the way that was written, because she does have a lot of childhood objects in the film. She has a Teletubbies backpack. She has little Monopoly hotels on her desk. And what were you trying to convey with that or explore with that choice?
Well, she's very innocent and childlike. I based her on a friend of mine who, is like 30 plus and still playing with dolls and playing dress-ups, and this friend shall remain nameless.
Well, the film is showing, I believe, at Hyde Park this Saturday, which is the 22nd of February, is that right? Yeah. So be sure to head down there and check it out.
We're here in the Gold Class Lounge about to play an intense game of Pictionary. On Team 1 we have Clare and Jack, and Team 2 we have Millie and Kristian. So I hope you guys are ready. Oh, look at that. That is a team. It's already intense. I can feel the tension here. The rules are, guys, you've got 90 seconds to draw as many film titles as you can. You can pass if you want, but no numbers, letters, words. It's all just drawings, okay? So be creative, do your best artistic work. Okay, so let's go. Claire, you're first. Are we ready, Claire?
Yes.
Go.
Music. No?
No.
It's feet. Happy feet.
Yes.
Beautiful, well done.
Rain Man.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh, this is not an easy one. You can pass if you want, Claire. This is so hard. This is ridiculous. I thought this was just funny to let her do it. Let's just let her do it.
Is that the right one's an animal of some kind?
Yes, it is.
Is it a dog?
No.
I don't.
What
is he crying? Like, what is that?
Pass. You reckon? Yes.
That's just
What was that
go,
one,
girl? You're fat. We'll tell you later.
Okay, cool.
This is even harder. I don't know what's going on. Who wrote these?
Sun.
Oh, stop. We've run out of time.
What?
It's 90 seconds.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Tears of the Sun.
Yeah.
Well, that's not your thing.
And I was just about to say that
Hey,
as
so
well.
this one.
We had, the one that we missed
This one.
before was Men Who Stare at Goats.
Ah.
So that's pretty good.
Should have got that one. It was staring
Pretty
right
obvious.
at me.
What are you guys saying about my goats?
Yeah,
Seriously. Are you ready, Kristian? Go.
Actually, it's hard to see. Cage. La Cage aux Folles. The Birdcage.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I gave the French title.
Le Birdcage. I'm joking.
Dollars, money, round money.
It's a really great drawing. It's very realistic.
Oh, God. Money burger.
I see what you.
Oh, pass.
Pass.
Next one.
Pass.
No worries. Here we go.
Money burger.
Pass.
Pass that
No.
one. No way. Okay, here we go.
Car. Journey. Car. Car.
This isn't as easy as it seems, but
Yeah.
it's like it seems like it is. but
Pass.
it's
We'll
like-
just keep
Pass.
going.
Okay, here we go. Come on.
do it.
Well, we're going to do another. Get
This
another
is
one.
this will be good.
Okay.
This will be good. We're about to run out of time.
Oh. It's a cow. It's a bear. It's a saint. It's an angel. Angel. Devil. Angel. Oh God.
Oh, sorry, we're out of time, guys. Oh, that was Angels and Demons.
Oh, Angels and Demons.
So our winners are Jack and Claire. Congratulations, guys. Amazing drawing, Claire, and great guessing. But that's okay. Well done, guys. You did really well too. Thank you so much for watching Hooked on Film. Make sure to subscribe to us, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll see you next week.